Did your mate tell you there's no more V8 Landcruisers? Well, he's a liar, because we've got one and we're about to do a 4-ton Superior GVM on it. Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Baller Shed. Alrighty, in the shed today is a new facelift 70 Series Landcruiser. If you didn't know, Superior does have pretty much all of their kits available for the new variant. V8 only at the moment. We are working on 4-cylinder. So anyway, this is a Superior Outback Tourer kit. 4-ton kit in this one, 4-inch 35s. It is the leaf variant, not the coils. So Joshy's already started. He's opted for Hyperflex arms in the front, so he's doing the front at the moment. Drag lengths, all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of gear that goes into these kits, a lot of gear. And that makes it work properly. So come along for the ride. We're gonna show you guys a little bit about how these go together. And once it is all done and dusted, we should look like somebody who's been to the gym without doing leg day, because I don't have wheels or tires yet. So here we go. Joshy's done with most of the front. Now, in this particular kit, you can get certain Superior arms. So you've got your Hyperflex and the basic radius arms. So this guy's opted for the Hyperflex, which means, you know, replacement parts for radius arms, bracketry for the Hyperflex arm, and then sway bar spacers and all that type of stuff that actually goes with that. So what you can see here, here's the arms, and then spacer blocks for sway bars in the front as well to obviously bring that up. 2.5 remote res shockeys, so they are fully adjustable as well, up here on the res and on the actual bottom of the shock as well. Coils, of course, spacers also for all your bits and pieces as well, especially on your bumps here and here. And then around the front, we've got new drag link, new panhard, new steering dampener as well. That's all a part of the kit. So there's a lot that goes into the front end of these things to make sure when you are off-road flexing and flexing hard, like this is obviously going to be doing, everything is going to work harmoniously. You're not going to get anything fouling on any other part, and it's actually going to operate like it should under full compression. So that's what we've got here. One thing that really stands out as well is your tail shaft extensions as well, because obviously we're going so tall, we want to make sure that these shafts aren't overextending when you're off-roading as well. Brake lines as part of the kit also, so we got braided brake lines all around, front and to your calipers as well, and then the booster will be upgraded also. So that's kind of what you're seeing here. Joshy's onto the back. We'll go down there and we'll have a little bit of look at the componentry that goes on there. So let's go have a look. So welcome to the rear end. Factory axle is still in here, as you can see, factory leaf pack and all that. So what Joshy's doing now is tear down of the rear axle. So everything that is on the back, your full hub assembly comes off in one piece on both sides. And then your diff center with the locker and all the componentry that goes with that is going to come out and go into here. Upgraded housing. So this track corrected rear end obviously gives you the extra 50 either side to get that correction sorted. And then what we're doing is basically all your old componentry, as you can see over there on the bench, we basically pull it all apart off of your old diff, assemble it onto the new one, bang, 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 and away you go. We've got a track corrected rear end with a upgraded rear axle load rating as well on this system. So what you got to be aware of though is with that, if you're doing any form of GVM, the GVM has to be approved with the axle load rating. So if you've done another GVM and you want more axle load rating, unfortunately you can't do it like that. depending on state laws and all that type of thing. If it's done pre-reg and you do it with a superior kit like the one that we're doing, you'll end up with the higher axle load rating. So if that is a concern for you, make sure you do your research, or just call us because we've done the research for you. But anyway, that's what's going on now. Josh is doing all that, and then new leaf packs, shocks, all the stuff that needs to go on the rear end to make this work as well. We'll come back to you once it's going in. That way you can have a bit of a look. Josh is pretty much done now, so what you're seeing is basically completed minus a few finishing touches. Everything that comes in this kit, all the hardware and all of that, is a part of the SSM. So what you're seeing isn't us adding stuff or anything like that. This is all a part of the SSM that comes from Superior. Anti-inversion shackles, high clearance plates as well. Big 2.5s have been optioned in this kit. So that's what you are seeing here. So all of your brake lines, bracketry for that, handbrake extenders, all of that type of stuff is a part of the system. So when you're paying for something like this, you're not just getting a lift kit, you're getting a lot of different components to actually bring it all together under the second stage manufacturing approval. So that's what you're seeing here. Extended spaces for your bump stops as well, so everything's obviously still going to maintain factory type specs, full floating axles as well, and basically obviously the housing, which we showed you before. Like I said, the full hub assembly is still a Toyota genuine part. So everything that goes on in here, bearings and all that, all your seals, all of that type of stuff, it is all still Toyota genuine parts that you can get if you need to service it, or whatever you may need to do on your rear ends, brakes, handbrake assembly, anything like that, that's all genuine parts. So none of that changes. And then basically it's put a tail shaft back in. That's pretty much it for the rear end, apart from mounting the big remote resis on the top. Pretty excited to get this thing on the ground. End result, we have skipped leg day with this vehicle. As I said before, I'm still waiting on wheels and tires. So what is it? 4-ton Superior Outback Tourer GVM on this 70 Series Landcruiser, facelifted version. This is the V8 variant. We're still waiting for the 2.8 approvals to come through. So as you see it, this customer has selected the Hyperflex arms, as you would have seen at the start of this episode. We've got things like steering dampeners, we've got things like high clearance plates included, braided brake lines, brake booster, and to obviously offset that massive 35-inch tyre, we do have speedo correction as part of the kit. So here it is. We are now your Brisbane City Superior installer. Anything that's got suspension under it, Superior is pretty much doing something for it. So let us know. Like, share and subscribe, guys, if you liked what you saw today, and I'll see you next time. We're back at the Ball Shed.